Hello guys, welcome back to my channel VFX Expert. Guys, in this today's class we are going to see how we can export camera tracking data and camera plus object tracking data from PFTrack to Blender. So here we will explain everything, how we can export from PFTrack to Blender, then how you can import in Blender, then how you can match timeline, all these things. Then finally we will create some 3D elements in Blender. So let's start the class here. So now here in PFTrack, so there is our shot here. So here just I have tracked my shot and I have created some test objects here. So there is our main shot here. Then first just I have tracked our camera. Then I have solved this camera and just I have oriented our scene here. So there is our actually camera solved. Then after this I have tracked our this face motion or object motion and I have solved here. So there is our actually object motion here. So you can see, and there is our test geometry here, which just I have placed on our this face here. So now finally just we are going to export these camera plus object tracking data from PFTrack to Blender. So here again just right click on our this last node here, which is our image modeling. So then right click, then click on export, then export node and just attach it here, then double click here. Then in format, so first we have to select our format for Blender. So here just we have to select this Collada DAE. This format just we have to select for Blender here. So here I have selected, and then just press OK, because there is just this actually about this deformed geometry here, which is just I have created with our this image modeling. Then after this, from here just we have to select our locations where you want to save this DAE file. Then simply click it here and just select your folder. So in our this F drive new VFX folder, just I am going to save it here. So this is our file name, which is our myface_cam object. Then simply press OK. Even if you want, you can just change your file name here. Now press save here. So before exporting, if you want, you can just check it here. So here actually we are getting two groups. So first group, whichever this camera group, this is just for camera tracking here, and this object group, whichever this object motion here. So now here just we are going to export two motions here, because this is a camera plus object tracking shot. Then finally all these settings just we have to click on this export scene. So this is most important things here, then only this will export. So now just click on this export scene here. So export succeeded. Then same age, if you want, you can also export your camera tracking data here. So again, just a little bit I am going to explain. So here this is our just camera tracking shot here. Then this one, if you want, you can also export. Then right click here, then click on export, then click on export and just attach it here. Then same format just we have to select. Then from here just we have to select our location. So in same folder, go set, save, then finally click on export scene. Press OK. So now again first come back in our this first shot here. So again just double click here. So this is our first shot. Then finally just click on this export here. So because just while you are exporting your PFTrack tracking data to Blender, so some important information we have to also take from our PFTrack, which is our this frame size or resolution, which is 1920 1080. Then frame rate, most important things here, 25 fps I have tracked this shot. Then also just timeline frame range. So this is just start from 1 to 154. So these are the most important parameter for working with Blender. So now just open your Blender here. So now here in Blender, so again just simply click it here. So there is a default interface of Blender here. So before importing our tracking data which we have exported from PFTrack, we have to do some settings here. So first just come here in our this output properties, then frame size according to PFTrack, so which is 1920 1080. Then frame rate, so on 25 fps I have tracked this shot in PFTrack. So just simply select 25 fps. Then after this actually about timeline frame range, so 1 to 154 frames, so according to our PFTrack. So here just I have defined all these basic parameters. Then finally before importing, just we have to delete all these default items, which is our this cube, light and camera. So these items just we have to delete, because this is actually default Blender camera here. So now just we have to import our PFTrack camera data here. So just we have to delete all these default items here. So press A and just simply press delete. So now just we are going to import our PFTrack tracking data into Blender. Then finally click on file, then click on import and just select this calendar default options here. Then just select your file which you have created from PFTrack. So these are our actually recent directory or locations here. Even you can also go from here. So just select it here, then come here in downside. So these two files just I have created. So here first just I am going to import our camera plus object tracking data, whichever this file, myface underscore camera object here. Then click on import Collada here. So now here just I am imported our all these tracking data here. Then just click on this camera view here. So now just play and check. So the middle mouse button scroll, so you can play and check. So you can see. So this camera is moving, even object you can also see here. This is just object group as moving. So this is just moving. So now then after this just we have to reconnect our BG plate or our image plane. Then again just open our this scene group options here. Then select your camera here. Then downside you will get this camera option. So just click it here. Then click on this background image. Open this one. Then click on add image. Then click on this movie clip here. Then click on open and just select your footage here. Footage folder. So inside this just we have this cam object. So this is our actually footage. So again this is an image sequence. So just select first one. And if you have any problem importing your image sequence, then select all images here. Then simply click on open clip here. So now here I have imported about this BG plate here. So now you can just simply little bit just adjust this area here. So now just simply play and check. So you can see. So this is our actually just image plane you can say, or our background plate here. So here this is looking good here. So before starting further work, first save our Blender project here. Then click on file, save, and just select your location where you want to save. So in our this new VFX, then inside this just we have this Blender classes folder. So here just I am going to save this project here. Then just give a name. Then simply click on save Blender file here. So now here before importing or creating any 3D elements in our scene, first hide unnecessary element from our scene here. Even you can also hide these relationships lines here. Then simply you can click here. Then simply uncheck these options here. So now just play and check here. So now actually if you will see all these are actually locators or points here which is on our face, this is not matching here exactly as in PFTrack. So you can see this is just little bit offset from here. So it's not on its own positions here. So this is mainly due to our some frame offsets here in timeline in Blender. So how you can manage all these problems here? So here first if you will select your this camera here, this one, so downside you will get this actually about this camera animations keyframes. So if you will see here little bit, just zoom this timeline, so usually we can see here. So now if you will see here, so this entire animation just started from 0 here, so you can see, but our timeline is started from 1. So just we have to shift our this entire animations from 1, then only this will match it here. Remember this one, because here just I have imported our camera plus object motion. So here both motion just we have to offset. First I have selected our this camera, then press A means just I have selected all keyframes here, then press G for move tool. Now press Y and just simply you can shift. So now here just I have shifted this one. So now if you will see, just first keyframe which is our on first frame and last keyframe which is on our this frame 154. Even you can also check from our this output properties here. Then same as we have to also match our object motion here. So again just select this one. So now you can see this is our actually object motion group here. Now again just we have to select. So press A, now press G and press Y here. So now just you can shift it here. So now here just I have matched our timeline and these keyframes. So now just play and check. So now if you will see here, so all your locator just place exact position as in PFTrack, and this is matching here. So now this is looking good here. Then again till here just save as our scene here. Then click on file, save scene as, and just give a name. Then finally click on save here. So now after this just I am going to create a 3D object here and just we will test our scene here. Then simply click on this add option, then mesh, and just take any 3D elements from here. So just take this monkey. So now it will automatically add where is your this cursor here. Then press S for scale and just let me scale it here. Press G and press Z and just move it up here. And just let me rotate here. So again press R, then again Z and just rotate this in Z axis here. So now just play and check here. So now if you will move your playhead, so you can see, so this monkey is just matching with our this camera motion here. So now second object just I am going to test, which is on our this face here, because this is secondary motion, which is our object motion here. So how you can place any object onto our this face here. So again first just I am going to test it here. So because just we have to create a 3D object onto our this face, so first we have to move our this cursor onto our this any locator here, because in Blender by default whatever object you will create, so this will just create any 3D object on our cursor here, which is our this one here. So first just I am going to move this cursor, then again just I have selected this point, then press shift plus S, so you will get all these options here. Then just we have to select this one. So now you can see, so this is our cursor here. Then just create a object, then click on add mesh and just take this torus. So any object just only for testing purpose. Then press R, press X, so X axis just you can rotate it. Then after this, suppose if you will move your playhead, so this will not match here. So because just we have to connect this object with our these points or object group here, then only this will follow here. So again just come here on our this frame 85 here, because just on frame 85 just I have created our this object here. Then first just select our this object, then select locator, this one, which is our this in object group, remember this one. Now press Ctrl P and just select this object. So now if you will move your playhead, so this will following according to your object motion. So just play and check here, so you can see. So like this just you can place any object onto our face here and just you can match your object motion here. So this is looking good here, just only for testing purpose here. So now again just come here on our frame 85 here. So now again just save as our project here. So then just select all these elements and just hide from our this scene here. So now just I am going to import our 3D model and just I am going to place onto over this face here. Then again click on file, then click on import and just select FBX, because just I have a FBX format 3D model here. So just simply click it here, then select your 3D model here. This is our Iron Man helmet, select this one, then click on import FBX. So here just I have imported. Now come here in our this actually perspective view, so easily we can see. Now press S and generate scale it here. So what we have to do, actually just we have to move this object onto our this point group, which is our this one here. So here just we have to move our this helmet here. So again here just I have selected our this object, even you can also select from here. Then again press shift S, then use this option selection to cursor here. Then again just come here in our this camera view here, so you can see now this is our helmet here. So now just we have to adjust scale, rotation, all these things, and just we have to match our this face perspective here. So again press S, so just a little bit scale it here. Then just we have to rotate it, so press R, press Z, means just in Z axis just I am rotating here. Now press G for move tool, then press Z in our X axis. So maybe here just I am matched here. So now again remember this one, we have to connect our this 3D model with the objects points here, then only this will follow. So here again just I have selected our this 3D model. Even you can also select from our this perspective view. So from here just we can easily select. First select this 3D model, then hold shift and just select your points here. So now here just I have selected. So these points just in our object motion group, remember this one. Then press Ctrl P. Then select this object options here. So now again just select your 3D model. So now if you will see here, so your this 3D model group just moved into this tracker here, which just you have selected inside this one. Then only just you can select your object. So again just here I have selected. Now press G, again press X and just place at exact positions here. So now again come here in this camera view here. So now just play and check here. So this is just following according to our face motion here. Now you can see, and this is looking good here. So now just play and check here finally. So this is just following our face motions here. Then after this you can adjust your object position, scale, rotation according to your face perspective here. But this is matching here. So again just till here save our project here, then file, then finally save here. So now same as just we can import our another project tracking data here. Then again first create a new file. So then click on new general and just delete all the default items. So press A and just press delete. Then before importing tracking data here, first define all these output properties here according to PF track here. On 25 FPS just I have tracked our another project here. So then after this click on file, then click on import and just select this Canada files here. Then select your file which you have created from PF track. Then in our this new VFX footage folder, so there is our actually second project camera tracking data here. So here I have selected, then click on import Canada files here. Then after this, just click on this camera view here. Now just you can play and check. So this is our actually camera tracking data I have imported here. Then again after this we have to relink our image plate or background plate here. Then come here in our this scene group here, then select your camera. Then downside you will get this camera option, click it here. Then check this background image options, open this one, click on add image, then click on movie clips here, then click on open and just select your footage. So in our this folder, then simply click on open clip here. So now here just I have imported our image plane here or background plate here. So now just play and check here. So this one, so you can see here. Then after this we have to match all these keyframes here. So again just select all keyframes, so press A. So remember this one here, just I have selected this camera here, then only this will show here these keyframes here. Then press G, then after selecting your all keyframes, then press G and Y and just offset it here. So now let me zoom and just check it here. So maybe okay, now this is looking good here. So now after this just play and check here. So now this is matching here as in PF track. Then after they just hide all these proxy geometry here, which is just we are creating in PF track. So just simply hide it. Then after this just I am going to import any 3D model here. Then again click on file, click on import and just select this OBJ options here. Then select your 3D model. So again in our this statue folder I have this OBJ model here. So here just I have selected this one. Then click on import OBJ files here. So now here just I have imported. Now press S and just a little bit resize this one. Now press G and Z and just place it here on our this grid. So this is important. And just come here in our this perspective view. So from here just you can check. So just you have to place your model on our this grid. Remember this one, this is important things here. This setting options. So because here this model has applied some shaders here. So now then after this again come here in our this camera view here. So now just play and check here. So now if you will see here, this model is just placed on our this ground here. Create a duplicate of this model. So here I have selected this one, Control C, Control V. Now press G and just move it here in any locations. Even we can also place any object on a particular locator here. So for this just first we have to shift our this cursors on our locator here. So again just I have selected our this locator here, then press Shift S and just select this cursor to selections here. So this will automatically move your cursor. Then select your 3D model here, then again press Shift S and just click on selection to cursor here. So this will automatically just move your 3D model here. Now press G and press Z and just place it here on our this grid. Remember this one again. So now just play and check this one also. So now you can see here. So both models just placed on our this ground here. Then after the let me select your model, press G and press X and just place it here. So anywhere where you want to place, just simply you can place. So now just play and check here. So here this is looking good here. So all our model just placed on our this ground here. Then after this just you can do lighting, shading, all these things and just you can compose your shot here. So till here just I have completed over this class how you can import PF track tracking data into Blender. So if you like this video, please watch, share, comment and subscribe my channel if you are still not subscribed my channel. So thanks for watching.